Forged from a time of great evil, the fireball sword was made to be the ultimate weapon. Now you can have the chance to wield its terrifying power. If you can follow along with this tutorial, the sword is yours. It's time to begin. Alright, starting off today, I have a couple commands that I want us to type right into the chat. The first is we're going to create a scoreboard, and then we're going to do objectives, add, type in range, dummy, and then range. Mine says it already exists. Yours is going to be like, woohoo! You made a scoreboard. And then we're going to do the game rule, command block, output, false. It's going to make sure that none of the output from the command blocks pops up all over your screen, filling it up. And then, of course, anytime we do a command block build, if you don't already have a ticking area, do slash ticking area, add circle, tilde, let's do 2, and then we'll just call this one range. So now, since I set the ticking area up here, my command blocks will always be loaded. We can begin now with the command section. Starting off here, I have a repeating command block. This one is set to be needs redstone, and you'll see I have a lever on it. This is to turn it on and off. The first command here, slash replace item entity, and then you're going to put your username, slot.hotbar 0, keep diamond sword 1, 9999. So this is a diamond sword that is one hit away from being broken. Just a reminder, you need to be in survival mode for item durability to actually work. It does not degrade in creative. Now change to that. Here we go. Chain conditional always active. Slash execute at your username. If score your username range matches 1, run summon armor underscore stand attack caret -1. So when you actually hit something with the sword, and there's going to be a very specific thing you're going to see when we get to the end of this, it's going to summon in an armor stand behind you named attack. Next up we have a repeating always active command block, slash kill at E, type equals item, name equals ink sac, and you'll see exactly why we're doing this. You can put a range on it if you really wanted to, executing it like your position. I'm getting rid of all ink sacs. We use a squid for part of the sensor in this. So the next one here, repeating always active, slash effects at E, name equals sensor, invisibility 1 true, and that's going to make that squid invisible when we do get there. Next up, I have a repeating always active command block, slash test4 at A, name equals your username, has item equals diamond sword, location equals slot.weapon.main hand. So this is going to check for when I have that weapon in my main hand, and then if it is, chain conditional always active, slash execute at your username, positioned, caret -2, unless entity at E, name equals sensor, run summon squid sensor, tilde. So if I have that sword in my hand, it's going to summon a squid named sensor at my position. Technically, it's going to be right behind me. Next here, chain conditional always active, slash scoreboard player set your username range 1. So I pull the sword out, it summons a squid, and it changes my score to 1. The next one here, repeating always active, we're doing the same thing, slash test4 at A, name equals your username, has item equals diamond sword, location equals slot.weapon.main hand. Change to that, I have a chain always active. This one is unconditional. And what this is slash execute at your username, run TP at E, name equals sensor, caret-1, caret-2. So no matter what, if that entity, that squid named sensor, is in the world, it's going to be teleported directly in front of you at all times, no matter where you're looking. And then change to that, chain conditional always active, slash enchant your username, sharpness 5. So you pull the sword out, magically the squid goes in front of you, and you have an enchanted diamond sword. So now, as you can imagine, if I swing, even in creative mode, I hit a squid. Alright, moving on down to the next one here. Repeating, always active. Slash test4 at A, name equals your username, has item equals diamond sword, location equals slot.weapon.main hand, quantity equals 0. So now I'm checking for when you don't have the diamond sword in your hand, and then change to that. Chain conditional always active, / kill at E, name equals sensor. So if you switch away from the sword, the squid is automatically killed. And then chain conditional always active, / scoreboard player set, your username range 0. So when I have the sword, my score is 1. When I'm not holding it, my score is 0. And then moving on here, I have another repeating always active command block, / execute as at E, name equals attack. At S, rotated as your username, run TP at S, *, 1. Now if you remember back to when you use your sword and break it, it summons in an armor stand named attack. So that's the attack that we're looking at here. So we're executing as attack at its location, but it's going to be rotated as you, which means it's going to be facing the same direction as you. So when it teleports forward, it's going to be shooting forward in the direction you're facing. Next here, chain conditional always active, / execute at E, name equals attack, run particle, Minecraft mob flame _ single .. So this is going to give a fire effect on the armor stand's position. Chain conditional always active, / effect at E, name equals attack, invisibility 1/1. So the armor stand is invisible, all you can see is the fire. And then chain conditional always active, / execute at E, name equals attack, run damage. Then any entity that's name is not yours, you're going to put your username here, name equals ! Attack, name equals ! Sensor, R equals 2. Make sure those exclamation points are there. That excludes those, so we don't want you taking damage, we don't want the armor stand hurting itself, and we don't want it killing the squid unnecessarily. And that's going to look for any of those entities that aren't those within 2 blocks of that armor stand. If it's within that range, they're going to take 20 points of damage. It's going to be considered an entity attack, and they're going to know that you are the entity that did it, because you're going to put entity attack, entity, your username. And then last one here, chain conditional always active, / kill at E, name equals attack. And this one here does have a delay of 15 ticks. So after it damages somebody, after it hits, it is going to die. We have a couple more here. This one, repeating, always active, / execute at your username, run kill at E, name equals attack, RM equals 40. This means that if I shoot it and I don't hit anything, once it gets 40 blocks away, it's going to die. So the range, the max range on this is 40 blocks, which is about 120 feet. And then this one here, repeating, always active, / effect at E, name equals sensor, water breathing, 1/1 true. Since I'm using a squid in front of me to be my sensor, I want to give it water breathing, because otherwise it's going to suffocate and die. This keeps it there and keeps it from dying, keeps it from making any noise unless I hit it with my sword. You'll notice when you have the sword out that the blocks that you're looking at will not be targeted after a moment. That's because the squid is going to get between you and the blocks. If you need to interact with blocks, just switch away from the squid. Like I said, the squid dies and you will be able to click on things. But otherwise, just swing that sword and shoot your fireball. Have you seen the first trailer for the adventure map I'm working on? You're missing out if you haven't. This is Brown Code 67. I'll catch you next time.